So what's my dream tonight? In this dream, I happen to be in a building, moving from one classroom to another. And I found it rather empty. So what I did was I entered the classroom, just one of the many classrooms. And in this dream, I created a glow of light in the classroom. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I see a glow of greenish light in the classroom. It is not hanging on anywhere. It is not fixed to anything, but it's just there in the classroom. I can see it, and I find myself, my everything of me, my whole part of me, maintaining and bringing the light into the classroom. And this light, which is located in the classroom, is found 1/3 of the classroom. In the dream, I heard a voice calling me. The full name, David Chiu. The voice called me, and I woke up. So how do I interpret this dream? Now, I'm seeing this light in the classroom. And as I told you in my other videos, light cannot be seen unless it's reflected by some particles. So in other words, I have reflected those lights, and that's why I could see it. I noticed that when I see the light in the classroom, bounded by its boundaries of the classroom, I am personally lighting it up. It's not just a light which I notice coming from above, which I can carelessly ignore. But this light that is from the classroom is somewhat generated by me. Well, that's how the dream presents itself to me. And in other words, not only am I generating the light, which is darkness, but I'm also providing the reflection so that I could see the light. But what's interesting is that I'm seeing it not at the center of the classroom, but I'm seeing it at the side, somewhere 1/3 of the classroom. Now the question is, why is it that I'm seeing illumination somewhere at a common ratio between the two walls of the classroom? Now I'm showing you a spiral in the Milky Way. Now you will notice that the light, the shining light that is inside the spiral, although it is the center of the two tails, is actually exactly at 0.618 as the spirals grow bigger. It apparently appears as a center if you measure from tail to tail, but as the spiral grows, so that biggest illumination that appears inside the spiral is actually 0.618 of the moving spiral. To me, I understand it as that the world outside me, when they present itself to me, it is always apparently bigger than me. The light around me is always apparently bigger than the light that is reflected from me. In a very same way that when people come to us, we always feel threatened. And why? Because the light that is illuminating from the events around, from our friends, is brighter. And this is why people are normally having to defend themselves, because it seems bigger than they are. Because as the spiral grows bigger, it's always the outside that apparently appears bigger on my side. So in this dream, as I lighted up the illumination in the classroom, something staggering happened. A voice beyond the classroom, beyond the building, beyond the scenery, beyond the screen which I'm looking at, calls me out with a name, David Chiu. That is what startles me. And why is it happening in this dream? I want to emphasize this important point. All of us know our name. All of us have written our name. And all of us have, of course, somebody have called us with our name. Our parents have, especially. But that's not the true point. The incredible part of it is to be able to hear a voice coming from beyond the scene itself, from beyond whatever you are in. That means outside the very screen that you are looking at in this world. Every person in this world should actually achieve that in their life. They should pursue to a point whereby they can actually shine the light themselves. And not only be the light shiner, but they also be the reflector, so he can see the light illumination in the world in which he lives in. When you have done that, you will discover that your name, that your identity is also known outside the world you live in. I'm speaking to you in metaphor. It's a metaphorical state. In my other videos, I have mentioned that the one presence is not locatable. The one presence is not identifiable. The one presence is not. It is man himself who is the identifier. It is man himself who must furnish the identity whereby the one presence can be called. And you, every person in this world, is required to do that. And when you have done that, then it can be said of you that you have fulfilled your duty in this world. And not just a duty, you receive the greatest reward of all. Let's go back to the Bible. In the Bible, you read of a tussle between Jacob and an angel. And Jacob wanted to know the name of the angel. The angel is the one presence. So Jacob wanted to know the name. But what did the angel reply? The angel said, "It is not necessary for you to know my name. It is your name which is important. And because you have overcome gods and men, your name shall not be called Israel. It is your name. That's the great reward. You can be the identifier, the identifying name." I mentioned in this video about the fact that the illumination will appear to be at the 1/3 away from one side. And you, as a human being, you will see that. You will see that the world around you will be greater than you are. But the truth is that the one presence is at the center and not at the side. Only the illumination is seen at the side, but the one is at the center. And if you can be the center, shine the light and be the reflector, you'll be amazed of the name that will be given to you.